Welcome to my show, Thoughts, Action, Success. This week, we're going to talk about part 2 of getting what you really want. This is a massive topic with a lot for me to share with you and also for you to process. Therefore, I split it into 2 parts and I'm sharing with you over 2 shows. So let's get underway with this episode, which is part 2. Just for a recap, in part 1, I shared with you the following points to get what you really want. You need to do this. Identify what you really want, set exciting goals, and create a plan to achieve your goals. Once you've done these 3 things, you'll be so far ahead of the vast majority of people. Now it's time for you to take action to achieve what you really want. And this is by far the hardest thing to do. Do you recall what I told you about taking action on a daily basis to strengthen your subconscious mind? Not only that, but your subconscious will see that you are serious and will help you get what you want. You may not realize this, but your subconscious mind is an all-conquering tool that you need on your side to overcome the challenges that lay ahead. It will provide you with much needed intuition about how to tackle all of your problems. Your thoughts are responsible for where you are today. Whatever you have or don't have in your life right now is down to your previous thoughts. So, what do you think that you need to change to get what you really want? That's right, you need to change your thoughts. It's not just about changing your thoughts either. You need to control them if you want success. Is this easy? No, it isn't. Is it possible? Yes, it certainly is. You have 2 minds, which are your conscious and your subconscious minds. Also within your 2 opposing forces, we call these your higher and lower self. More on this in a bit. Your subconscious mind is so powerful that it can provide you with everything you need to get what you want. But there is a downside. If you do not control your thoughts properly, then your subconscious mind can make you give up. So how do you stop this? It's a simple matter of controlling what goes into your subconscious mind and what stays out. Always remember that you are in control of your thoughts. So if that is the case, you can ensure that only the right things enter your subconscious mind. How do you do that? Well, I'm going to share this with you. Before we get into thought control, let's take a look at your 2 opposing forces that I call your higher self and your lower self. These are best explained by ways of examples. Your higher self. This is the force within you that compels you to do the right things. You have a lot of tasks to complete in the pursuit of what you really want, and your higher self provides the energy for you to tackle all these tasks. Your lower self. This is the force within you that looks for the path of least resistance. If you let your lower self dominate your life, as so many people do, then instead of getting on with your daily tasks, you'll sit on the couch, waste your life watching TV or spending hours on social media. So how do you ensure that your higher self is uppermost and your lower self is kept well down? You can never get completely rid of this force. Answer is that you need to control your thoughts. Have you ever had a negative thought? Of course you have. We all have negative thoughts every day. These negative thoughts will totally destroy your dreams and will prevent you getting what you really want. So what can you do about this? The answer is to neutralize your negative thoughts with positive ones. Yeah, it's that simple, but the practice is a little more difficult, of course. But the effort and persistence will pay off for you and you will be able to get what you want. Negative people always end up with things that they don't want in their life. Positive people are far more likely to get what they want. So which do you want to be? Most people are somewhere in the middle of being negative and positive. Use the techniques in this show to swing you over to the positive side. The reason that negative people get things that they don't want is because of the law of attraction. This is a powerful law that we'll discuss later. For now, just believe that positivity is the way to go if you want to get the things that you really want. If you want to get what you want, you're going to have to be more selfish. All of us have people in our family and friend circle that are negative. These people spend as much time as they can complaining about everything. It's always someone else's fault, of course. Each time that you're in the company of these people, their negativity will have an impact on you. Coming up, I'm going to share with you how you can develop the mental toughness needed to make sure that any negativity does not affect you and knock you off course. Until you get to that point, you need a way to deal with the negativity of others. It's ridiculous for me to suggest that you never meet with these people ever again. Some of them will be loved family members and friends that you've had for years. But I do recommend that you cut down the amount of time that you spend with them. And when you are in their company and they start to question what you're doing, then you need to handle this correctly if they make negative comments and criticisms. So if anyone says to you, you'll never be able to do that, immediately neutralize this by thinking, I can do anything. The other good way to deal with the negativity of others is to just treat what they say as their opinion. Everyone has opinions, and some people love trying to force these on you. So when you hear something negative, just think to yourself, this is just their opinion, and they are not right. Not all criticism is bad, of course. If someone that you respect tries to give you constructive criticism about the way that you're doing something, then always be prepared to listen. When you believe the criticism to be unjustified, then just think, this is just their opinion, and they are not right. But if there is something valuable to you in the criticism, then thank the person for pointing it out. As an example, you may have decided to hire a coach to get what you really want. This person has done what you're trying to do, so you need to listen to what they tell you. It's your choice what you accept from their advice or not. Another thing I strongly recommend is that you avoid spending hours on social media. It's because there are a ton of negative messages out there in the social space. You may think that you can handle it, but in the beginning, this can be really tough for you. I'm not saying never use social media, but just cut down the time you spend on it. What about the news on TV? Some people just can't miss the news and happy to soak up all the negativity that it brings. My advice is to stop watching the news, especially first thing in the morning. Don't start your day off with lots of negative messages surrounding you. If you receive negative comments from another person, then you are less likely to believe this and internalize it than if it's a negative thought that just pops up in your head. This is because you trust yourself more than you do anyone else. So if you suddenly think, I can't do this, it's going to have much more impact than someone else telling you the same thing. What you need to do here is act on this negative thought immediately by thinking, I can do anything and I will figure this out, or something similar. You do not want the negative thought, I can't do this, entering and embedding itself in your subconscious mind. If you do not neutralize thoughts like this, then your subconscious will start believing that you can't do a lot of things, which will then have devastating consequences for you. Did you ever wonder why some negative thoughts just seem to dominate you? This happens to everyone, and the reason is that you are focusing on the problem rather than the solution. If you are having some financial problems and you don't have enough money for the rent, then focusing on this problem will sap your energy and make you weak. All of the time you'll be thinking about not having the money to pay the rent. The answer to this is to focus on a solution. Ask yourself, what are the best ways for me to find the money to pay the rent? Your subconscious will help by providing some ideas. When you do this, you will free yourself from the negative spiral that you're in. You will have more energy to tackle the problem and come up with the right solution. So each time that you're up against it, always focus on a solution rather than the problem. Far too many people dwell in the past and let this rule their future. Just because you failed at something in the past doesn't mean that you will always fail at it in the future. We've all done this. There is something stopping us doing what we need to do, and we let our past convince us that we will never overcome this problem. This sends entirely the wrong messages to your subconscious mind. It strengthens the belief that you tried it once and failed, and therefore you will always fail at it. Do you have a habit of giving up on new things easily? If you do this, it is because you have always done this. You are letting your past influence your future. So how can you leave your past behind? Again, it's all about controlling your thoughts. When you are going to start something new and a thought comes into your head like, I will not stick at this for long, then neutralize this immediately with something like, it doesn't matter that I gave up on things easily before, now I will see them through. It is going to take persistent effort to make this work for you. There is no magic spell or overnight fix to control your thoughts. After a fairly short time of neutralizing your thoughts, you will find that you have a much more positive outlook on life. This is the first sign that you are taking control of your thoughts. A lot of people laugh at the idea of using positive affirmations each day, but this is one of the best ways that you can make the transition from negative thinking to positive thinking. Even the most successful people have self-doubts and think negatively about themselves, but in an instant, they can snap out of this state and get back to the positive trail. So what I recommend you do is spend some time thinking about your weaknesses. This may sound negative, but bear with me here. Write down those weaknesses and then write a positive affirmation around each one of them. If you believe that one of your weaknesses is to give up on new things too easily, then you create a positive affirmation that says, I never give up and always sees things through until the end. Or maybe you are easily distracted, so an affirmation could be, I am laser focused on getting what I want and will not let any distractions get in my way. Create a list of positive affirmations and then use them at least twice a day. Read them out loud when you get up and again before you go to sleep at night. Over time, this will make a massive impact on your positivity, and you will develop the power to do anything you want. So let's now talk about how you can develop mental toughness that will help you to get what you really want. If you really want to get what you want, then you have to ensure that you never give up. There are going to be times when you're faced with problems that you don't know how to solve, and this can overwhelm you. Then there will be times when you are tired and do not have the energy to get your tasks done. Everyone has these problems, so how did the elite few overcome these issues and keep moving forward? The answer is that they have a mental toughness that sees them through the tough times. They have what we call an iron resolve, which means that whatever situation they are in, they will get through it and keep going. Successful people that have this mental toughness do not waste their time on meaningless things like watching hours of TV and social media. If they are overwhelmed by something, they quickly snap out of this state and then keep going on. They never let their lower self dominate their life. What is the law of inertia? The best way to explain it, it is difficult to change at the beginning, but once you have worked on that change for a while, there will be a great force to keep going with it. You need to constantly battle with your lower self that is telling you to give up and sit on the couch. This leads to lethargy and procrastination. Using the law of inertia, you can strengthen your higher self so that it becomes dominant and keeps you on track. In order to do this, you have to push yourself to do something even when you don't feel like doing it. When you're going to have bad days, when you just don't want to work on your tasks. The best way to get out of this state is to push through it. When you do this, you will confirm to your subconscious mind that you are a real action taker. So just how do you develop the mental toughness necessary to ward off negativity and keep going whatever is happening around you? Well, you need to develop 6 traits that will make you more mentally strong and provide you with an iron resolve. So I'm going to share with you the 6 traits you need for mental toughness. Number 1, start. Number 2, prioritize. Number 3, focus. Number 4, persistence. Number 5, review. And number 6, organisation. So let's take a look at each of these in turn. Delve a bit deeper into them. Start. If you want to get what you want, then you have to start. And that means start right now. Don't wait around for anyone or anything. The time to start is right now. When you start, you will utilise the power of inertia. Writing a book starts with the first few words. So just make a start and keep going. But what if you can't make a start right now? What if the things that you want to do is just too difficult for you? Never believe that anything is too difficult for you. You just make a start on it. Most things are nowhere near as difficult as they seem at first. Break a large task down into smaller components and make a start. If you have too many things to do on your daily to-do list and don't know where to start, then this can overwhelm you and it can lead you to starting nothing. So, in this situation, you need to develop the second trait, which is to prioritize. Okay, so you have 7 tasks that you want to complete today. Which one do you start with? I recommend that you start with the task that will nag at you all day if you don't do it. Maybe this is paying a bill or responding to an important email. For some reason, you have been putting this off and now the pressure is really on. You do not want to have this kind of pressure in your life, so just do this thing first. You'll feel so much better afterwards, empowered to get the other tasks done. If something is stressing you out, then it will be hard to concentrate on your other tasks. The next priority is to choose the easiest task on your list. Maybe you've always been told to tackle the most difficult thing first, but I don't agree with this. By tackling something easy, you build momentum to move on and use the law of inertia to your advantage. This does not mean that you should procrastinate over difficult tasks, of course. You need to get them done as well. But it's just a lot easier to tackle the more difficult tasks when you have the momentum from already completing tasks and you're not stressed. So after a task that is going to stress you out, if you don't complete it and completing the easiest task on your list for momentum, you need to look at the remaining tasks and prioritize them in order of importance. Then do each one in order. Focus. The ability to concentrate fully on what you're doing until it is complete is one of the most powerful tools for your mental toughness. It's tougher now to focus on things than it ever was before because today's world is full of distractions. Make sure that you avoid distractions. Don't try to work on your tasks with the TV blaring in the background. Similarly, it will be really tough for you to complete your tasks in a room full of people that are talking. You know, the things that are going to distract you. So you avoid them. It is almost impossible not to be distracted all of the time. When this happens, you need to refocus on what you are doing. If you are the type of person that has a wandering mind, then keep refocusing until it becomes second nature. Persistence. This is another great mental toughness trait that you must develop. Persistence wins wars, wins gold medals at the Olympics, creates multi-billion-dollar companies, and finds cures for diseases. It is the total opposite of giving up. When you give up on something, no matter how small, you let your lower self creep back into your life. Your subconscious receives the wrong signals, and this will make you more likely to give up again in the future. Why do people give up on stuff, you might ask? One of the most common reasons is fear of failure. Do you think that people that have everything in their life didn't make mistakes and feel like giving up at some point? Of course not. But they didn't give up because they were persistent. They learned from their failures and they moved forward. If you are in a situation when you feel like giving up, then get out your goal sheet and read the reasons why you are doing this. This will light a fire under you and give you the motivation to keep on going. Stand up, move your body, punch the air and say out loud, "Come on," to give yourself some renewed energy. Keep working on your persistence. It is very valuable mental toughness trait to have. You will never get what you really want if you keep giving up. Persistent people always win the day. Review. This one may have had you a little puzzled. Why is this necessary for mental toughness, you might ask? It is very important to review what you're doing regularly to see if you're on the right track. If you don't do this, you can spend a lot of time and energy moving in the wrong direction. Let's say one of your goals is to lose weight. One way to review this is to step on the scales regularly. But there is more to it than that. Does your new regime make you hungry and tired? Are you feeling healthier through what you're doing or more unhealthy? When you review the things that you're doing, it will tell you what is working and what isn't. You can do more of what is working and taking a different approach with the things that are not working out as you expected. So plan regular reviews of your progress towards your goals. You really need to know if you're on the right path or not. Organisation. If you are disorganised in your life, then this will present you with a number of challenges that you can easily avoid. Imagine needing something to complete a task and not having a clue where it is. This can be a computer file or a physical document, for example. You have to find it, and this will stress you out and waste your valuable time. There is no magic wand to wave for better organisation. It's just something that you have to do. When you receive a new computer file, save it in a place where you know you can easily find it in the future. Don't just save it anywhere. Over time, you can build up thousands or even millions of files on your computer. Such things as a simple folder system will work for you. Each time you work on something new, create a folder for it. It will only take a few seconds to do this and will save you a ton of time in the future when you need to refer back to the important files that you have. Organise all of your important papers as well. Use a small filing cabinet or home organiser so that you can easily locate things. Turning your home upside down to find a document is very frustrating and will put you in a bad mood. Next up, I'll share how to use the law of attraction to get what you want, what it is and what it isn't, and share with you some positive, powerful methods to really make it work for you. So what is the law of attraction? It is a universal law that works on the principle that like attracts like. Everything in the universe vibrates, including human beings. This vibration is not visible to the naked eye, but it does exist. Everything communicates with the universe through this vibration. It is a really good thing that you cannot see everything vibrating because it would probably drive you crazy. Humans emit their vibrations to the universe through their thoughts and feelings. If you transmit negative thoughts and feelings to the universe, then you will get negativity in return. On the other hand, if your thoughts and feelings are positive, then the universe will help you to manifest the things that you really want in your life. So the use of the law of attraction to get what you really want is to send high energy positive thoughts and feelings to the universe. Everything that we have covered so far in this show will enable you to do that. The law of attraction is not some magic spell. You may have heard that some people just wish for something good to happen in their lives and the law of attraction manifests this for them. The movie The Secret certainly suggests this. You certainly need to focus on what you want to get, but it takes more than thought. When you have clarity of thought and focus, the universe will open certain doors for you to be able to manifest your desires. But that's not the end of the story. The other part is taking action. Some people say that have used the law of attraction to win the lottery. Whether this is true or not, it's hard to tell. But in order to win the lottery, these people need to take action. They had to purchase a ticket and choose the numbers they wanted to play. When you are working on your plan for your goal, you will send the right signals to the universe. This will strengthen your connection and will help the universe to manifest what you really want. Sitting on the couch thinking and hoping will never achieve anything. There are 3 additional things that you can do as well as what you've learned so far to harness the power of the law of attraction. Ask the universe for what you really want. Ask and you will receive. This is an old saying, but it's very true. The universe will manifest what you really want if you ask for it and then maintain positive vibrations and high levels of energy to get it. These positive vibrations will come from the work that you do each day to achieve your goal. I recommend that you create a statement to the universe and read this out loud every day. Here's an example. I am very grateful to the universe because by 31 December 2021, I will have $100,000 in my possession, and this will be an easy sum of money for me to earn. I will earn this money by providing a lot of value to my coaching clients. I will help them get out of their head and live the life of their dreams. The more people that I'm able to help, the more money I will earn. I see myself with the money in my hands. I can see all of the money with my eyes. I can smell the money with my nose. I have total belief that I possess $100,000 and I'm extremely grateful. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Be sure to write your universe statement down on paper and carry it around with you at all times. Read it aloud when you get up and before you go to bed, like you do with your positive affirmations. Another thing you can do is imagine that you already have what you really want. You will send out very strong vibrations to the universe if you imagine that you already have what you want in your life. One of the best ways to do this is to use visualization. Here you will see yourself with the thing that you really want. You need to add strong emotion here by imagining what you will feel when you have what you want. It's not difficult to visualize. Some people will find it easy to do while others take a bit of time to master it. It's a very powerful tool, so keep at it until you can visualize on autopilot. Believe in the law of attraction and that you will get what you really want. You need unshakable belief in the law of attraction and total belief that you will achieve your goals and get what you really want. This means that you believe you will not waver if anyone tries to talk you out of it or you read something that says it's all nonsense. There is no miracle fix here. You just need to strengthen your belief in the law of attraction and your goals every day. Reading your universe statement and reflecting on your goals every day will help you to do this. Developing your mental toughness is also going to help you. On your journey towards getting what you really want, you are going to need confidence. Confidence in your ability to do something, confidence to approach people that can help you, and so on. A lot of people do not have this kind of confidence and think that it is a gift that only some people possess. This is nonsense. You can increase your confidence at any time that you want. With the methods I'm about to share with you, you'll have the confidence to give a public speech rather than run a mile. You will have the confidence to tackle problems that you never experienced in the past. In fact, you will have the confidence to do anything. Tackling your fears. Fear is the reason that people are not confident. They don't want to approach a guy because they fear rejection. They do not want to try new things because they have a fear of failure and that people will laugh at them. Does any of that sound familiar? It does for me. This is a rational fear, and every time you accept it, you will strengthen it and your lower self will come to the surface and tell you that you don't need to do this thing. Everyone has irrational fears, and the best way to deal with them is to tackle them head on. So if you need to do something new to achieve your goal, then just tell yourself that you can do it and then do it. If you fail the first time, it doesn't matter. Just get back on your horse and try again. After facing your fears head on for a while, you will find that you will easily be able to do the things you always dreaded. You're expanding your comfort zone and sending strong signals to your subconscious mind and to the universe. Facing your fears head on is the best way to overcome them. It's going to be tough at first, but in a short time, you will overcome them completely. Develop your self-respect. I want you to be so confident that you do anything. In order to get to this level, you will need to strengthen your self-respect. If you have a low opinion of yourself, then you have a bit of work to do. But in no time at all, you can have very high self-esteem. Think about the things that you've achieved in the past. Maybe you learned to drive or pass some really tough exams. It doesn't really matter what it was, as long as it was challenging for you. Once you've achieved those things, how did you feel? Did you have a strong feeling of satisfaction? Were you really proud of yourself? Recreate these feelings and make them strong. You can use these feelings to generate the confidence that you need in a snap to tackle anything in your life. Create a physical anchor. If you want to have super confidence at any time, then you need to create a physical anchor. This is really easy to do and will help you when you need a confidence boost. Earlier in the show, I asked you to recall something challenging that you did and then experience the strong feelings that resulted from this. Now it's time to use this to your advantage. Recall a past event where you overcame the odds and were successful. Experience the strong feelings of pride and satisfaction. At the same time, squeeze your thumb and forefinger together to create a physical anchor. So the next time that you need a confidence boost, all you need to do is just squeeze your thumb and forefinger together in the same way, and you will experience those strong feelings again. This really works. The secret is to make the feelings as strong as possible when you are creating the anchor. If you do not experience the strong feelings when you use this physical anchor, then repeat the anchoring process again. It can take a couple of times to get it to really work. The feelings weren't strong enough when you did it the first time around. Once you have this anchor in place, you can use it anytime and anywhere for a great confidence boost. If you want to get what you really want, then you need to establish a daily routine to support this. This involves taking consistent action every day and sending the strongest signals to your subconscious mind and the universe that you really want the thing you desire. Getting a good start to the day is essential. You want to make a positive start rather than a negative one. So here's what I recommend you do. Read your goal statement and your reason for wanting to achieve the goal or goals. Read your statement to the universe. Read your positive affirmations. Visualize that you already have what you really want. Plan your day and start working on one task. All of these things will help to send the right signals to your subconscious mind and the universe. They will also help to develop your mental toughness, especially persistence, and strengthen your belief that you will get what you desire. Use a journal. If you don't have a journal, I highly recommend that you start to use one right now. You can record your goals in the journal as well as your statement to the universe and your positive affirmations. It's also a good idea to record your daily tasks in your journal. Make note of your feelings as you continue your journey. Each day, make an entry in your journal about what you've done and how you feel. Note the obstacles that you need to overcome. After you've made a few journal entries, you can reflect back on how far you've come. This is great for extra motivation. If you're feeling down for any reason, then get out your journal and recall what you've achieved so far. Be committed to life learning. Learning does not end when you leave school. This is just the beginning. Make a commitment to learn at least one new thing each day. It doesn't matter how small this is, but just keep building on your knowledge all of the time. Before you go to bed each night, I recommend that you do the following. Read your goal statement and your reasons for wanting to achieve your goal or goals. Read your statement to the universe. Read your positive affirmations. Visualize that you already have what you really want and plan for the next day. Again, you are sending the strongest signals to your subconscious mind and the universe. You will sleep soundly knowing that you've planned out the next day. No doubt there are going to be times when you cannot complete your daily actions or even start them because something happens in your life to prevent this. Whenever you miss a day, for whatever reason, don't beat yourself up over it. During the same day, find a few minutes on your own when you can think about your actions and your goals. Do this in the bathroom if you have to. Carry a piece of paper and a pen with you and then write a mini plan on how you will recover from this inactivity. You may need to reprioritize the actions so that the next day you tackle the really important ones first. The important thing is that you think about your goal and your actions. You need to keep telling your subconscious mind and the universe that you are serious and you really want to manifest your desires. This really works and will only take a few minutes. So to recap, here are the best practices I highly recommend that you follow to get what you really want. I want you to succeed, and by following these 8 best practices, you will give yourself the maximum chance of getting everything that you want in your life. Number 1, determine what you really want. Number 2, set goals using Smart For Me. Number 3, create a plan to achieve your goal. Number 4, control your thoughts. Number 5, develop mental toughness. Number 6, harness the power of the law of attraction. Number 7, increase your confidence. Number 8, develop a daily routine. You now know everything that you need to get what you really want. So it's your turn to take action and make it happen. Most people have no idea what they really want. So by deciding this, you'll be streets ahead of the majority of the population. But don't stop there. Set your goals and take the actions necessary to achieve them. Work tirelessly on controlling your thoughts and developing your mental toughness. You need to keep on going even when things get difficult. Want to find out more? Then head over to my website, KirstieJohnston.com, and click on the My Courses tab and the Getting What You Really Want course. I would love you to join me again next Saturday at 10 a.m. Queensland time for the next edition of Thoughts, Action, Success, where we'll talk about growing your self-confidence. Just wanted to share with you that I've currently got some limited vacancies for some new coaching clients and wanted to offer the opportunity to my show viewers and listeners first. If you're interested in finding out more about coaching and if it could work for you, then I'd love to talk to you and have a complimentary, no obligation discovery session so you can experience it for yourself. All of my contact details are available on my Facebook page or on my website, KirstieJohnston.com. In the meantime, jump on over and join me in the Thoughts, Action, Success Facebook group for exclusive access to further inspo action from this and previous episodes. In the meantime, have a fantastic weekend and we'll talk again soon. See ya.